Hello, kids! I will be singing the recycle song from Rocko's Modern Life. For those of you who want context, the context here is that I have just recently uploaded a video where I sing the Phineas and Ferb theme song. And for those who don't know, Jeff Swampy Marsh and Mr. Dan Povenmire, well, they spent their time honing their craft on Rocko's Modern Life, along with Stefan Hillenburg and a couple of other animation legends. Rest in peace, Stefan. But they wanted a musical episode. And of course, Joe Murray said no. Because, well, let's be honest, Rocko doesn't work as a musical. So he said no. And they kept saying, we want a musical episode. And he kept saying no. And then they wanted the Talin episode Zanzibar. And he kept saying no. And then eventually he said, okay, fine. If I give you this one musical episode, you can call it Zanzibar. Just stop asking. And they said, okay. And they sat down and wrote one of the second greatest songs in the history of children's cartoons that is not the theme song. I will not tell you what number one is because number one should be pretty obvious. Now, here's another little tidbit about the recycle song. So, when I used to work at my local children's museum, we were doing something for Earth Day. And because it was Earth Day, I actually took the time to memorize the recycle song, and I slightly modified it to fit my local area as opposed to O-Town. And when I modified it, me and another friend of mine, we sang the song together to one little kid. They were the only kid that showed up, but we sang it anyway, because why not? Because she's actually a little bit older than me. Actually, I think a lot older than me at this point. But, she knew about Rocko. She grew up on Rocko. At the very least, she was watching Rocko when it was new. And it was amazing. You know, so we knew about stuff, just like Mr. Peabody and Sherman. Oh my god. But yes. So, we sang the recycle song, modified for this general area. Now, in the case of me singing it now, it's going to be for O-Town because I'm not giving up my general area. Not intentionally. So, here we go. R-E-C-Y-C-L-E, recycle. C-O-N-S-E-R-V-E, conserve. Don't you P-L-L-L-U-T-E, pollute the river, sky, or sea, or else you're gonna get what you deserve. The ozone is in horrible condition from fluorocarbons in our atmosphere. They are too small to be seen with normal vision, but they're getting to be more of us each year. We come from a variety of places, like styrofoam containers and aerosol cans. We love to eat the ozone, it's our favorite dessert, and if you don't have an ozone, then the sun can really hurt. We must make a lot of garbage. This tarp is filled up way above the brim. If we don't make an effort to recycle, the future could be looking mighty grim. Oh, look, it's the Green Recycler. No autographs, please. Someone's cutting down the old town forest. It's not enough to sit around and grieve. If we don't protect our flora and our fauna, then we won't have the oxygen to breathe. R-E-C-Y-C-L-E, recycle. C-O-N-S-E-R-V-E, conserve. Don't you P-L-L-U-T-E, pollute the river, sky, or sea, or else we're gonna get what we deserve. And that is the recycle song. And it's actually from the third greatest Rocko episode ever. The first one is, of course, when we were introduced to Rachel Bighead. And yes, I know his name was not originally Rachel. I know her name wasn't originally Rachel, but we are going with her new name. We do not go calling people by their dead name and dead gender on this channel, cartoon or otherwise. Rachel Bighead is everything. Okay, she is actually you find that out in Static Cling. I'm not going to spoil much more than that. It's on Netflix. Give it a watch. It's amazing. But as far as the actual greatest episode, it's when we're first introduced to Rachel Bighead, and then the second, of course, is Static Cling, which technically is a movie, but So there's that slash if it has to be an actual episode, the episode where they actually get shot into space and get stuck there. But I'm gonna put Static Cling there because I can, and also because technically I consider it an episode. I don't consider it a full-on movie because it's not really. I consider it more of a special episode. I wouldn't consider it. Excuse me. I wouldn't consider it a. I wouldn't consider it a movie simply because it's not. To me, it just didn't have movie stakes. It worked, but it felt more like a special, like a reunion. Felt less like a movie and more like a reunion special. So with that being the case, I just wanted to share my thoughts on Rocko for a second, but mostly sing the Recycle song because why not? And if you haven't seen Rocko's Modern Life, pick up the DVDs. They're pretty easy to pick up. Yes, it might be on Paramount Plus, but I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. You're better off buying the DVDs because if you get, Paramount Plus is great, but get the DVDs first before you go jumping on the Paramount Plus bandwagon, because there's not a lot of good stuff on Paramount Plus. If you just want Rocko, get the DVDs. I can tell you that Shout Factory produced them. I don't know if they did the entire series. I have seasons 2 and 3. I do not have season 1. I need to get season 1 and the rest of the series. Because I can't remember how many seasons there were. So, yeah. I'm going to get the whole series on DVD so I can watch Rocko whenever I feel like. So, yeah. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.